Aloha, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another weekly update of vacation rentals here on Oahu. My name is Bryan, the broker in charge of Halepuna Real Estate, as well as Island States, Hawaii. And past week, pretty good activity here. 14 new listings and 8 sold properties. And just a quick market update is, it is kind of trending more towards a buyer's market. But that being said, as I mentioned repeatedly in the past, is that if it's the right property, and this is really regardless whether it's single family, townhome, or condo, it's the right property in the right area and in quality condition, you're still going to see multiple offers at times. This past week, I think with these two of these transactions that have sold, they were both multiple offer situations. So keep that in mind, is that even though it's trending towards a buyer's market, there's still a lot of international demand for real estate here in Hawaii. And if it's priced well, it's going to go in the market, go into escrow quickly. Now let's get started here with these new listings for this past week. As typical, starting with Moana Hotel. This is a studio on the 13th floor, 246 square feet, priced at $175. Your views here, your fees down here, single bed configuration. Priced pretty well in my opinion. Another studio at Moana on the 24th floor, 297 square feet, priced at $195. It's your monthly income right here. Bamboo. This unit's been on the market for about a year and a half now. It's a top floor unit, 14th floor, $299,000. Originally priced at $450, 306 square feet, city. Here's your fees here. Prior to this unit going on the market, I actually had the seller contact me because I'd written him a letter off market because I had a buyer at that time. And my buyer kind of liked the unit, but again, he was asking $450. Well, at that time, he just wanted something in the mid fours. And my client and I just both knew it was too high. But it's a nice looking unit. It has a unique, you can walk along this whole outer lanai area here. It has some great views, but it's weird because there's a lot of exposed piping, some wiring, AC units up here. So it's not the most usable. There's only a couple little areas that you can kind of sit out and really enjoy. And the other challenging thing is, in order to access this unit, again, this is on the 14th floor. Elevators only go to the 12th floor. So your guests have to lug their luggage up 2 flights of stairs. And the stairs are not aesthetically pleasing in any way. It's kind of like just going through a fire stairwell. Not very warm at all. But this is the area out here where you can sit in your lanai and kind of, there's not too much exposed piping. But you get this way or over to the left of this photo. It's just not that nice up there. And I'm really amazed that the association allows people to walk around that whole area up there. But split AC, I do think now priced under $300,000, that is a pretty attractive price point, and think it may go into escrow pretty quickly. Aloha Surf, this is a studio on the 2nd floor, quite small, 219 square feet, price of $333,000. Low monthly fees here. Decent looking unit, but on that floor, that square footage, I could even see it selling a little below this price. I do like the layout of the unit though. And I like this building. I have a client owns here and he's very happy with the performance of his unit. Kuhio Village, this is a studio on the 5th floor, 286 square feet, priced at $339. Monthly fees down here. This needs to be fully remodeled. I like the price point. I wish this unit was on the other side of the building because obviously right here, you're going to be dealing with quite a bit of street noise. And this is probably my most favorite floor plan at Kuhio. You have 2 lanais here. This is your largest lanai over here. And the best performing unit I've seen at Kuhio had this floor plan. It was really nicely done. And this is back in 2023 when that seller sold his property. He was an investor who owned multiple vacation rentals in Waikiki, but he had a really nice studio at Kuhio Village, and there were some months he was doing $8,000 a month. This is gross, but really, really doing very well. Pretty basic building. No swimming pool, really no common area amenities. Waikiki Grand Hotel, studio on the 6th floor, 236 square feet, priced at $348. Obviously been customized. I like this tile work here. And I do like it's on the other side of the building from Kapahulu, so it's going to be a little more quiet. We have a pretty nice looking unit. I like the lobby area here. 348. Luana Waikiki on the 8th floor, studio, 313 square feet, price at $390,000. Again, this is hotel furnishings, very standard for units over at Luana. These studios are known to have these really large kitchenettes. Nice to have the cooktop here. I like this building a lot. Keep in mind, if you want to self-manage or have a third-party management company, guests do have to pay a resort fee when they check in. I think it's now $37. And you will get, here's Kapahulu right here, so you will get some noise sitting out here in the lanai. Just keep that in mind. But that's priced within reason. Bamboo on the 4th floor, $395,000. Spacious studio, 329 square feet. Here's your fees here. No interior pictures. This would have to be in really good condition to justify this price, though, in my opinion. But it is nice. It's supposedly looking over the pool deck, just right here. And this is a really nice pool deck. So Bamboo is on Kuhio Avenue, which is a very busy street. But once you get back here, it's really quite tranquil. A lot of my clients have been back here, and we all really like the feel, vibe of the pool deck here at Bamboo. Waikiki Grand, this is a pretty nice studio on the 6th floor. Spacious, 363 square feet. Spacious Hawaii standards. $400,000. This one has been customized somewhat. Not a big fan of having carpet, though, in these vacation rentals. One is that you get sand in there, they get easily get dirty. And then also just with the moisture here in Hawaii, just mold and just, again, the uncleanliness. But pretty nice looking unit here. Nice clean shower tub area. Here's a studio at Palms at Waikiki on the 2nd floor, 360 square feet, price of $439,000. This is a unique, look at how this thing is furnished. I mean, they are really trying to cram people in here. Just an FYI, this is illegal. Per city county guidelines for studios, you're really just supposed to have a 3-person maximum occupancy for these studios. So this is remarkable. I'm surprised that the association, they may not know about it, because if someone tried to do this over at Ala Moana, well, they did this at Ala Moana. The guy, actually, I was told by the manager of Ala Moana, would have surfboard bags where he would carry in parts of the bunk beds in a surfboard bag, and they never realized it until it went on market. And he had 2 bunk beds in his Ala Moana studio. So I would imagine if the association knew about this, they would make the owner take this out or would be fining the owner. But really remarkable. These pictures don't really show you how tight this would be. I mean, they got this so crammed. I just can't believe that people would even want to stay in this unit. Yeah, it's very, very tight. But even without all these bunks, this price point's high in my opinion. And right there on the pool deck, you're not getting much privacy. But I mean, they got creative to really maximize occupancy. Island Colony on the 20th floor. This to me is a good deal. 1 bed, 1 bath, 563 square feet, price of $460,000. I changed the furnishings a little bit, but I like the look of the unit overall. It's good Malca views here. And based on comps, this is priced well, and I expect this to go in escrow rather quickly. Ilikai on the 17th floor. Again, 500 square feet. A lot of agents usually call these 1 bedrooms, but this agent's calling it a studio. $795,000. I would really recommend doing a full remodel. I'm not a fan of these colors and just the finishes. Nice stack though. I've talked about in the past, I really do like the westward views for this reason. Beautiful sunsets and just overlooking Magic Island and the marina. But not a terrible price point. Again, being on that stack on that floor. Definitely do a remodel to maximize rental income, but not bad. Waikiki Banyan, this is penthouse, 37th floor, Tower 1, the Makai Tower, 900,533 square feet. These units all do come with parking, common area parking. Obviously, this picture does do a good job of showing you the views, but in person, they're even more dramatic. Now, these penthouse units do have 10-foot ceilings, which make the space obviously feel bigger. But what's really remarkable about this unit, and this just shows you how important unit design and management is, that this is a fairly decent unit here. I mean, it definitely needs to be upgraded to really maximize income, but you could definitely get 5-star reviews with how current condition. But look at down here, is that last year they made approximately $70,000 for a penthouse on this with these views. Amazing, because that is just so low. The consultant and a guy I'm friends with who owns the highest performing 1-bedroom at Banyan, has a very similar unit to this, and he did more than double this last year in gross revenue. We have a unit on the 10th floor that doesn't have these kind of views. That's going to do more than this unit. So just shows you again how critical is, if you're going to buy a vacation rental here and for its investment purposes, you just want to maximize earnings, do a nice remodel and make sure you really do a great job managing the unit, because they can have a dramatic, more than double what this unit could do if you just do it right. Ilikai on the 25th floor. It's the 2 bedrooms, the last new listing of this week. This unit's just being bought back on the market. It's been on the market for quite some time. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,000 square feet. Fees here. You're just gonna have great views. It needs to be updated somewhat. It has the hotel furnishings. And again, on this floor, if you do not use the hotel management services, if you want to self-manage or use third-party management, you're still required to use the hotel's house cleaning and maintenance services, which really increase your operating expenses. But I do love these 2 bedrooms. Nice bathroom there. Okay, now moving on to sold. Island Colony studio on the 24th floor, $345,000. Island Colony on the 29th floor. I had a client who wanted to make an offer on this one. This is multiple offer situation, $348,000. Ilikai on the 18th floor, Mountain View. Not a bad. This is good price point. Kudos to the buyer, in my opinion. $560,000. That's a very attractive price point to me. Waikiki Banyan on the 19th floor. I had a client who's interested in this one, $645,000. Waikiki Banyan on the 29th floor. This is a multiple offer situation. This is really unique. Look how long it was on the market for. But it goes also, they drop the price, now it goes into a multiple offer situation and sells above list price. Really, really odd to me. But this just does highlight a lot of agents and buyers are really reluctant to make lowball offers. And I tell all my clients, don't hesitate. Some listing agents get offended, some sellers may be offended, but I always encourage lowball offers because you just never know how the seller is going to respond. And when I say lowball offers, that's obviously purely subjective. Kulima Estates West, this is over on North Shore. So 1-bed, 1-bath townhome. These units do come with parking. Pretty surprised by that price point because that unit does need some improvements. Waikiki Shore, this was incredible here. 2-bed, 2-bath, over 1,150 square feet, 5th floor, sold above list price. Oh, just under $6 million. Really incredible to me. Another one at Waikiki Shore, on 8th floor, $6.1 million. Again, above list price. Somebody sure wanted those units, so congrats to them. Those are definitely trophy properties, so enjoy. And hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I will be back next week Any questions at all regarding vacation rentals, any other sort of residential real estate on Oahu, or even on the outer islands, please never hesitate to contact me. Happy to be of service to you any way I can.